who does fear help? Like, actually, who? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ruby and I make cringe content. Yup, if you're not new here, hi, how are you doing? I hope you're having an amazing morning, evening, afternoon, or night. So I just wanted to come on here and chat with you guys, talk to you guys about self-confidence and self-love and my thoughts about both topics. If you like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe and share your thoughts as well in the comment section, because I love it when you guys interact with me. So let's get right into the video. Okay, so a quick disclaimer before we start. This is honestly just a friendly chat. I don't know everything, so I'm not here to teach you guys anything. Everybody is literally still on the journey of learning how to love themselves and learning how to be confident. So I'm not gonna be here to form anybody's lesson teacher, nothing like that. I'm just here to share my experiences and share the lessons I've learned from those experiences. So before I go on to the lessons, I'm just going to briefly tell you guys about my experiences concerning self-love and self-confidence. If I tell you that it has not been hard, it has not been difficult for me, I'm lying. For the greater part of my life, I have not necessarily been the most, the most brave, the most courageous, the most confident, the most, I don't know how to phrase it again. I wasn't the type of person that when I looked in the mirror, I liked what I saw. I felt so inferior to everybody. Reasons being that I got bullied a lot. I had very low opinions and very low perceptions of who I was as a person. I felt as though there was nothing outstanding because I wasn't the prettiest. I definitely wasn't the smartest. I wasn't the most creative. I wasn't the funniest. So I just faded into the background a lot of the time. Plus, I was very skinny. I don't know if this thing happened to you guys that, it was in secondary school you started to realize the importance of, being feminine or being, masculine. Secondary school made me realize my bum was flat. Secondary school made me realize a lot of things about myself that made me become really self-conscious. So because I didn't want people to pay attention to me, I wore really huge clothes. And now that I'm saying it, like a lot of people that went to my secondary school, they're going to be like,
it was never really that bad.
But to me it was, especially during the early years of my secondary school, because those were my formative experiences. Back home, like, nobody really gave a damn what I looked like, and living with boys didn't make it any better because I couldn't go and complain like, oh my god, I don't look womanly enough, I don't look feminine enough, I don't act feminine enough, because they would just be like, what in the hell am I talking about? Do you understand? I started dressing like my brothers. I started wearing their clothes. I started being more comfortable in things that were like 3 times my size, 4 times my size, 2 times my size, because I'm like, I can't wear things that are exactly my size because, everybody's going to call me out, or, she's skinny, or, she can't break, she's like a stick and stuff like that. She has no figure or whatever. And although they seem like really superficial things, they got to me a lot. And I can tell you that there were a whole lot of people in secondary school that comments about their body and comments about possibly their height or something that they felt really insecure about just made them feel even worse about themselves than they probably already did. I began to get really sad most of the time when I was in like JS2, JS3, 8th grade per se, 8th grade, 9th grade. I literally couldn't look people in the eye because I felt like they were going to pick on me and say one thing, or they were going to call me and bully me, or they were going to make me do something that would make me feel horrible about myself in the long run. So I decided to throw away the concept of eye contact completely. I had to gradually teach myself how to love myself, how to be confident in myself and in my abilities, because who better to do that than me? You get, like, I had to ask myself, what's the difference between you and the person that's interacting with everybody? What's the difference between you and the life of the party? What's the difference? Like, what can they do that you cannot? Keeping my experiences in mind, I would like to establish the fact that self-confidence and self-love aren't destinations. I said this in an earlier video and a lot of people asked me to elaborate. So They aren't places that you just get to and you're like,
yeah, I've reached, there's nothing else for me to do.
It's a long process, and even the people that you think are there are probably not. It's something that you have to work out every single day, because you don't know, you can just literally stay on your bed for 2 days and watch Netflix, wake up and you don't like how you look in the mirror anymore. It's a process, it's a journey, and it's a long ass one. You could see people going from a place of complete self-hatred to a place of complete self-love. However, it's not like that for a lot of people. You could go from a place of complete self-hatred to, okay, maybe today I hate myself a little bit less, or okay, maybe today I don't feel as bad as I did yesterday. I don't feel too great, but I don't feel as bad as I did yesterday. A lot of people ask very, very common and very generic questions like, how do I love myself? How do I get confident? When is the right time to start loving myself? When did I stop loving myself? You know, things like that. The very, very simple answer is nobody really knows. Everybody is kind of just figuring it out. But I have the way that I figured it out and the way that I'm going through it, and I thought it would be a good idea to just like put it out there and just like share it. The first step is to recognize that the way you look at yourself is not it. A lot of people go through self-denial, you know. They reflect their feelings of self-hatred in various other forms. It can be through anger, it can be through jealousy, it can be through just having a general hatred for life and the world and the people around you itself. The second step is to actually decide, like come to the presence of mind and make the conscious decision that you want to correct whatever is wrong. A lot of people can't do it because whether we like it or not, just being in a funk and feeling bad about ourselves, it doesn't feel good, but it is so addictive. It is so easy for you to say,
I beg, I don't really look that nice today.
or
I beg, I can't even bother to study for these tests because I know that no matter how hard I study, I'm not going to pass.
it is so easy to put yourself in a box like, okay, yeah, this is like box of comfort zone. Although I don't really like it, I can manage. But you have to make the conscious, informed decision that I have to leave this feeling. This feeling is not me. This feeling is not what I want to do. Oh my God, Ruby, you forgive TED Talk now. The third step is to make conscious effort. Be intentional. That's the word. And this is all sounding very, very vague, so I'm going to sort of like break it down. The first thing you can do is spend time with yourself. It sounds very abstract. Oh my God, spend time with yourself. The same way you would sit down with somebody else when you're trying to get to know them and like trying to have conversations with them. That's the same way you should sit down with yourself and see, what do you like? What do you not like? What makes you happy? What makes you excited? You know, what makes you feel some type of way? What makes you you? You can even buy yourself, you know, dinner, take yourself out on a date, do anything you want as far as it helps you figure out more about the sort of person you are. Because the first step to loving someone or something is knowing about that thing. The next thing I would like to say is that you should surround yourself with positives. It is so easy to put yourself in an environment that is impacting you more negatively than positively. Take for instance, social media, Instagram, for God's sake. Let me even go to the point. I could scroll through my feed and 70% of what I see are girls who I think are better than me. And that subconsciously is making me think, Kai, you're not good enough. I now have to tell myself to snap out of it and either leave Instagram or try to detach myself from those people that I follow that are making me feel like my efforts are not good enough. And you don't need that, I promise you. You should surround yourself with things that make you feel happy, things that make you feel good about yourself, things that make you feel motivated, things that actually want to make you stand up from bed and go and take a shower. Because life is never that serious. Take yourself away from it completely and surround yourself with things that make you happy. If those things are your family, nature, positive writings, motivational speakers, music, art, food, whatever it is that just makes you feel happy and makes you want to do better, please by all means put yourself in a position to see that thing. What I do is I write quotes from my favorite novels, song lyrics, things that resonate with me, I write them and then I put them around my wall. They remind me of the person I am, the abilities I have, and then they open my eyes to the person I can be. Another way to make a conscious effort is to take small steps that lead you out of your comfort zone. For people who are not too comfortable or confident, going out of their comfort zone is very, very difficult. Sometimes that's not a bad thing, but most of the time, it's not always the best, because there are a lot of things that you want to do, but are not in your comfort zone. There can be somebody who wants to go to parties, somebody who likes concerts, likes going out for festivals deep down inside their chest, but in reality, they've never tried it because probably they're not comfortable in public, or probably just because they've gotten too used to being homebodies that being anything other than that just terrifies them. That means a lot of the things that we want to do in life, we won't be able to do them because our fears are just like,
You can't do it.
it's not helping anybody, because in the long run, you will end up with a very, very dissatisfied life, and you'll be like, I could have done this. Why didn't I do it? The fourth step is to constantly reaffirm, constantly remind yourself. My brother says, fake it till you make it. You tell yourself that you're the man, that you're that bee, until you eventually believe that you are. You wake up in the morning every day, sounds very cheesy, and you look in the mirror and you tell yourself that you're worth it. What every other person can do, you can do it. Everything we need to have the life that we want to live, we have it. It's just for us to find the courage to reach out and grab it, and just for us to believe that we actually have it. Because somewhere along the line, you will look stupid. You get somewhere along the line, you'll be like, can I really do this? Can I really go here? Can I really talk to this person? Can I really send this DM? Can I really wear this skirt? You get along the line, you will think all those things, but then you have to constantly remind yourself that I can do it, and I can be whoever the hell I want to be. You just need to constantly remind yourself. And finally, believe. You just have to believe it, baby. Have faith in yourself. Believe that you can do it. Remind yourself every day that you can do it. Believe. I feel like that's just the strongest part of everything I want to say. It's even making me so hyped. I can't stop smiling, because even after all these steps, if you don't believe, finally, I want to say that I feel like genuine self-confidence comes from a place of genuine self-love. You can't have one without having the other. With that, I just concluded this video. The link to drop offering in the offering account, offering and tithe account, is in the description box. Jokes. Thank you so much for watching this video. You're a real one if you stayed through all my rambling. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more content like this, and comment what your tips to self-confidence and self-love are. Don't forget to shine your shine. Let another person shine their shine, so that together we'll make the world a shinier place. Bye.